Hey there, guys, what's up? So, we now have the official trailer out for Star Wars Zero Company. We got our first look at Star Wars Celebration on day 2. So, yeah, this trailer just dropped and they had a panel there talking about it, and it was something special, I won't lie. And they've now confirmed that this game is taking place in the Clone Wars. So I'm just going to read some details about it and give you my thoughts on this trailer basically and break it down a bit. So yeah, so basically on the official Star Wars website you can recruit an unconventional team of operatives and deploy them on missions unlike any other in the galaxy far, far away in Star Wars Zero Company. The newly announced single-player turn-based tactics game developed by BitReactor in collaboration with Respawn Entertainment and Lucasfilm Games is coming in 2026 to PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So yeah, so we got our first look at that at Celebration, to be fair. Looks really cool. It's like a ragtag squad under your command basically, which is really cool. But yeah, this looks really cool, to be honest. But yeah, it's an original story set during the twilight of the Clone Wars that puts players in control of Hawks, a former Republic officer who's in charge of an elite squad of cunning operatives, as a unconventional outfit of professionals for hire hailing from across the galaxy. Zero Company must set aside their differences to take on an emerging threat that will consume the galaxy it left unchecked. So yeah. So yeah, we get the vibe of this character that he's basically a disgraced old Republic officer basically, and he's been put in charge of this new team basically to go do these dirty missions, obviously behind enemy lines, kind of like a spec ops group basically. So yeah, this is definitely something interesting I'm looking forward to with this turn-based strategy game. But yeah, the story of this is going to be very interesting to see, I must admit, because the Clone Wars is my favourite era, so in Star Wars, so I'm a big fan of that show, and obviously the other stuff that we've had from that era too. And I feel like Disney is now starting to get back into making more content again, back in the Clone Wars, which is a good sign because I feel like they were mainly focused on original trilogy and the sequel era and that a lot, but we're now getting back into that era, which is really cool. But yeah, I really like the fact that we're getting more content in that era, to be honest. But yeah, there was a few characters we got revealed, so obviously we saw them on the poster that got released earlier this week. So yeah, we got a new clone trooper called Trick, clone soldier whose Lanik wits masks a haunted heart. Okie doke. Got Luco Bronick, an incredibly sharpshooter who still hasn't forgiven the Republic for invading his homeworld of Umbara. Okay, that's interesting. Because in the Clone Wars TV show, Umbara switched sides because they were Republic world at first. But their senator, there was one episode in Clone Wars, I remember, where the senator of Umbara got assassinated, which was it was part of this episode that involved Padme and that basically. But yeah, it's really interesting. I like the Umbara arc. That was really cool. Yeah. But yeah, the senator was called Medici, I think he was called, and he was assassinated. Well, he was killed because of this plot basically that was to do with something else. But yeah, there was a whole thing basically in the Clone Wars in this one episode, and then after that we got the Umbara arc, I believe, where obviously the Umbarans, they were not happy with how the senator basically got killed, so they switched sides halfway through the war and joined the Separatist Alliance. So it's interesting that this Umbaran sharpshooter who's working for this squad is working for the Republic, especially after the Umbarans have switched side and they've joined the Separatists, and we're going to be fighting the Separatists. So I wonder if we'll get into that storyline. But yeah, who knows. We've also got Clive Covelio, I think that's how you pronounce his name, an infamous Mandalorian gunslinger and one of the last surviving members of the ancient clan Verminoff? Yeah. Interesting. So he's not part of Death Watch or like the Night Owls or anything like that. So, that's definitely interesting, that, I must admit. But yeah, this kind of confirms that that I think they did confirm at the panel that Bo-Katan wasn't going to be playable or something, apparently, I heard. So that leak that we got ages ago with Bo-Katan in the game and that was probably like a placeholder or something, but who knows. We've also got Tell, a Tognath Jedi Padawan on a quest to complete her fallen master's last mission. Okay. Yeah, definitely got an interesting design to her, because we've seen this design in like Rogue One as well, and Tognath was in them before, which is very interesting, to be honest. But yeah, I think there might be some more allies. You can obviously have an astromech droid on your team as well, which is really cool. But I think you get to choose like different operatives. Like there's more operatives that you unlock in the game apparently as well. So I think they said you could even have like a full team of astromech droids on your squad if you wanted to, which is very cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But like these screenshots we've got as well, they look really cool, to be honest, with all the gameplay screenshots of the strategy and like the gameplay of the characters fighting against these separatists like droid army and that. But yeah, this just looks so good. It's very XCOM, I won't lie, it is very XCOM, this game, because obviously the developers are former XCOM developers. But yeah, this game looks really cool. But yeah, they did say you can design your main operative as well, like customize it as well, so that's pretty cool. Different species and that, gender as well, really cool. But yeah, I wonder if we'll get any other like Clone Wars characters that show up in this game that we can invite to join our squad or whatever for missions. Who knows? We never know. But yeah, we also got to look at like a galaxy map as well, which is so cool. But yeah, and we see like the different like planets and that. We see the design of the ship as well, which is really cool. I really dig in this ship design. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Razor Crest a little bit. So yeah, looks really cool. But yeah, guys, that is Star Wars Zero Company. The trailer looks really good. I'm quite excited for this game, but obviously it's coming out next year, 2026. So yeah, we've still got a little bit of a wait. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it with you. Let me know what your thoughts are on this game. Are you excited? Because I am. I'm still hoping that maybe EA will maybe one day come out with Battlefront 3 or something. But yeah, for all your Star Wars gaming news and that, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.